Welcome to the Memorizing Tarot Cards podcast, your 3-minute lessons to learn and memorize each card using symbolism. I use the Rider Waite Tarot Deck if you like to follow along with your own cards. Today, we are diving into the meaning behind the Knight of Wands. We will start with a breakdown of what the wands mean and the role of the knight in the court. The second part will dig into more symbolism to help you look at this card, remember it, and tell a story. First, let's start with talking about wands, then a bit about court cards, and the role of the knight. Wands represents our emotions, fire, and passion. Examples are new ideas, creative projects, seeing potential, and gaining motivation. The court cards show us aspects of ourselves or others in our lives. They embody personalities, characteristics, and stages of personal development. Next, let's talk about the knight's role in the court. The knight represents the active pursuit of one's ambitions and dreams. The ideas and inspirations of the page are now in motion with the knight. Next, let's look at the symbolism to help you memorize the meaning of this card. In the Rider Waite deck, we often see the knight riding a horse that appears to be in motion. The horse is symbolizing the speed and intensity that things are moving forward for the querent. The wand in the knight's hand is pointing towards the future. The landscape looks like a desert, which symbolizes new and uncharted territories for the querent on their path. Putting it all together, the Knight of Wands is about taking action on a brand new path that has a lot of unknowns. However, it is fueled by desire and excitement. Next, let's cover the astrology associated with this card. The Knight of Wands does not have a one-to-one connection with a sign, but they do have traits like the fire signs. The Knight's boldness, desire for adventure, and tendency to act on impulse align closely with Aries' pioneering spirit, Leo's dramatic flair and courage, and Sagittarius's love for exploration. Now that we have covered the basics, symbolism, and even a bit of astrology, how do we apply this knowledge to a reading? Looking solely at this card, you would take its meaning and apply it to the meaning of the position in the spread. For example, in the current position, the Knight of Wands can signify a period of rapid change or the arrival of an opportunity that demands swift and decisive action. The Knight reminds us that while the journey may be unpredictable, pursuing our desires gives life its zest. How did I memorize the Knight of Wands when I was learning tarot? Instead of memorizing the divine meaning of a card, I memorized the symbols we discussed, which helped me memorize many cards. And, of course, I kept practicing. Knights represent swift action and initiating action on plans. Wands implies this is a passion pursuit, and the plans have moved from idea to action. Also, remember to make memorization more about the symbols, and less about the cards. I also memorized that wands are feelings, not logic. Feelings are passion, ideas, and creative pursuits. Logic is more about weighing the facts and deciding something. Memorizing the symbolism takes repetition as well. As you listen to these 3-minute lessons, you will have consistent reminders of symbolism that apply across different cards and series in the deck. Thank you for listening. Join us for more 3-minute lessons to memorize more cards.